Hey, welcome to another video. So before we get started, I want to just tell you that we are now affiliated with a small esports group. This is kind of a weird video to be announcing that on, but here we are. So the group is called Brutal Democracy Gaming. Their site is going to be in the description below, and they'll also be in a little thing in my Twitch streams as well. So just make sure you check them out. Check out their esports and their content creators, because they have a few content creators. Check out their YouTube page, because they have their players on there as well. And yeah, check them out, because now we are affiliated, so get used to it. Now we got that out of the way, let's get to the saucy stuff. So I feel like I got to this decently early, so let's see what happens. Alright, so by now, if you're a avid Normal Boots watcher or Twitter goer, you probably have heard of the scandal if you're into video games at least. Yep, the ProJared, the one that we all loved. So obviously it's trending on Twitter, so a lot of people probably heard of it already, but let's do a quick rundown of it and then let's go into more depth. So basically, the main part of the scandal is that before people know, like, Jared and his wife was getting a divorce and people didn't know why. And then his wife comes out saying he's been cheating on me with another YouTuber. This YouTuber being Holly Conrad. Yep, the one that Ross used to be married. Now, before I get any deeper in this, Ross has fucking nothing to do with the situation, and people need to stop mentioning Ross. On top of the whole him cheating on his wife and them getting a divorce, he put out a statement before the shitstorm happened, which really didn't help and might have actually made things worse with how he worded it. Trying to dodge a bullet, try to cover everything that's happening, and people didn't buy it. On top of that, there has been reports of him also talking to fans in a more so sexual manner as well. Alright, so now let's kind of get into the midst of it. So the thing that started it all off is a statement by Gerard himself, or Jared, not Gerard. That's a different J name. Heidi and I have filed for a divorce. I know this may come as surprising and upsetting for many of you, but know that we do this that we may both seek happiness in ourselves. During this time, you may see a lot of rumors, speculation, and gossip going around. I ask that you make your own observations and come to your own conclusions. I will add this decision was reached after extensive individual therapy on my part and couples therapy together. With that said, this is all I plan on stating publicly regarding this matter. Heidi's privacy, mental well-being, and discretion has always been and will remain my highest priority through all this. It is my hope that we both exit this marriage with style and grace. I plan on continuing to do everything I can on my part to make this happen. Thank you for your understanding, patience, kindness, and respect for our privacy. Obviously, this didn't happen. There's a giant shitstorm, and his now gonna be ex-wife did not help with that. They could have done all this privately and be done with it. Couldn't just keep the statement as such. Well, she wanted to call him out on the statement. I have proof, explicit conversations and photographs of their relationship, which he extensively lied to me on many occasions. He was promising me that he was committed to our relationship at the time and promising her he was breaking up with me. So this is her talking about Jared and Holly talking. You know, so she thought whatever conversation they had was platonic, but she had doubts and thought that there was something more. He went so far to blame me for being suspicious and making him feel like a bad person by questioning his loyalty. He gaslit me for months, insisting that he had the bare minimum interactions with her and didn't even like her while they were having sex. All caps. Jared tried very, very hard to make me feel responsible for everything that has gone wrong in our relationship. He technically broke up with me in February, insisting that The only thing wrong in our marriage was me insisting that he had tried to make things work. He was unable to confess his infidelity even when presented with proof. He squirmed in denial until the last minute, getting angry and defensive instead of apologetic. I believe he was He has compartmentalized his feelings, memories to suppress his guilt. He's very convincing. I have spent the last year in near isolation, ostracized from Jared's friend group because he made it clear to me I was not welcome around them even when we were still together. He had to keep me separate to keep up his lies. He told his friends a version of events that omits his infidelity and portrays me as an aggressive and unreasonable person, as though I'm randomly angry and upset all the time for no reason at all. It's because he's abusing me. I know like mental abuse in a relationship is a thing. But I don't know if I would classify this as such. Maybe. We don't have all the details. Maybe he did go overboard with things. I don't know. His statement is nothing more than an attempt to silence me before I can reveal anything. I gave him the opportunity to make a statement about his infidelity before I did. I told him it would be less embarrassing for him if he was honest with his own friends first. He declined. I'm honestly shocked that he posted this today because it is blatantly selfish. This isn't a mutual statement in any way. I did tell him that I wouldn't sign a NDA regarding his behavior. I've suffered enough to sell him my dignity too. All right. So her last statement's saying that she wanted him to confess to all of his wrongdoings before she would, and he didn't. So she just went for the gullet and just said all this. And all we could do is believe what anybody says, because we don't know. We weren't there. But taking what she said, because there's always two sides to story. Whoops. Like I said before, there's always two sides to every story. So maybe he saw what was happening as more mutual, but she felt differently. Maybe she didn't speak out as much as she thought she did, or maybe she did, and maybe he's just straight up lying. We don't know. We don't know. There's too little that we don't know. We just have to go by hearsay. So I'm not going to put too much weight on anyone's statement. It being Holly's, it being Jared, or being Heidi's. Also, the thing that didn't really help was before all that, Holly did respond to his statement saying, "I'm so sorry you're going through this. I'm here for you if you need me." Which, if she did know what was going on, if there was something, I would assume that even if they weren't cheating, let's say that is a situation that they weren't cheating, you would think he would still tell her that something was happening. His wife was freaking out about it. So kind of saying "I'm here for you if you need me," being like, "Oh yeah, I am the other girl," almost. And then, if they were actually cheating, then that's just even dumber. Before I continue, I want to go on to say that I separate the art from the artist, for the most part. So anything that they make from here on out, I'm not going to apply to this situation. Like, yeah, Jared may be somebody who cheats on his wife, but that's none of my business. And that should have been more of a personal matter. But now it blew up and I'm making the video for the views. So here we are. Alright, so here's a little more on Holly's side. I understand some shit is going down on the internet. If you want to believe a hyperbolic statement from someone you don't know on the internet with no previous background information and use it to demonize strangers, so be it. This isn't anyone's business but theirs. Which is, for the most part, a very good statement. Just because, like, if it's hyperbolic or not, it is their situation. This should have just been dealt with them two. But they know, being public figures, that something was going to go out. Jared tried being as inconspicuous as possible, and then Heidi was not having that. So there we are. But then, she kind of contradicts herself. If it's worth anything, you all know me. I never hurt anyone, and I only want the best and happiness for the ones, or for those around me. If you follow me for a long time, you know that I'm gonna get off Twitter for a while with a peace. And the reason why it's contradicting, if you didn't tell, is the you all know me part. You know, the people on the internet as strangers don't believe what she says, but also you know me. I mean, if somebody was following, I'm just gonna say, if somebody was following them for the same amount of time, and they do the same amount of interaction with the community, give or take, the fans know them as much as they can. So they know Heidi as much as they know Holly. So while I do still agree with her first statement, the second one was just kind of, again, it was just contradicting to what was said. And that contradiction isn't smart. Alright, so again, this blew up hardcore. To show how bad press affects YouTubers, especially ones who are not like celebrities. So he doesn't post a lot on YouTube, as I've seen, on his main account. But, you know, he was steadily gaining subscribers. Then you see the exact moment the controversy happens, because he went from plus 44 to negative 56,756 as the time of this recording. Actually, this is his live subscriber count as I'm making this video. It's doing nothing but going down. So the more people are exposed to this, the more people he is losing. He's probably losing his shit right now. Now, no one can tell where it's going to end. How many people are going to stay with him. How many people are going to go back on what they thought and resubscribe later down the road. But he's going to be under 1 million again for a while. And until he could fix what he did, I almost feel like he's going to die on the internet. But again, we're not sure. Controversy like this could also mean sponsors are going to get pulled. Normal Boots might not invite him, or might cancel him as well. And so there goes Madness as well. We're going to have to find somebody else to replace him in that spot. So there's a lot of ouch happening. A lot of ouch. People are pulling out. Even the Game Grumps. Apparently Game Grumps did before even the controversy happened, I just read. People are pulling out. Except for Jared. Oh, fuck. Alright. And this is upsetting news for a lot of people. You know, a lot of people looked up to him. A lot of people liked his content. You know, he was a face of Normal Boots. And just gaming on YouTube. And now you just know that, you know, real life takes over sometimes and could really screw up your account. But now you kind of have a little bit of understanding of everything that's happening and kind of my view on it. So if you like this episode, thumbs up. If you want to see more from us, subscribe. And until next time, bye.